parents, my name is Marcia Acevedo Manzo, and I'm a board certified behavior analyst and the executive clinical director of the Behavioral Growing Tree. Today's webinar is going to be about setting up a successful teaching environment for your child. If you've ever tried to teach your child a new skill, such as play, communication, or even mealtime behavior, just to have them run off, get distracted by everything in sight, or even engage in tantrum behavior, you're not alone. Many parents with young children with autism find it difficult to keep their child engaged long enough to learn, and this can feel incredibly frustrating. The good news is that the environment you create plays a huge role in your child's success. A clutter-free, structured space with the right tools in place can help make learning easier, smoother, and even fun. Today, I'm going to walk you through some simple, practical ways that you can set up a teaching environment in your home that will reduce distractions, increase focus, and help your child learn more effectively without the daily power struggles. So let's dive in and set you and your child up for success. Number one is keep the environment free of clutter. Too many toys, objects, or background distraction can make it harder for your child to attend. So you want to make sure that you have a clear area and only have the necessary items available. When you're working at the table, again, only have what you will be teaching available, so everything else should be put away. It makes it harder if the child has other things that they're focusing on and trying to touch or grab or give you instead. So make sure that the teaching environment is clear. If you're playing with toys, you want to rotate them because this encourages engagement with the toys instead of going from one toy to the next. Number two is having reinforcers ready, but only in your control. Motivation is key to learning. This is very, very important. So before you start, you want to identify things that could be used as possible reinforcers. This could be anything from your child's favorite foods, toys, or even activities. Next, you want to make sure that the reinforcer is visible but out of reach from your child so that you are the one delivering the reinforcer for the engagement of whatever it is that you're trying to teach. So for example, if you're trying to teach requesting the item, let's say M&Ms, then you would deliver it after your child says M&M. If you're trying to teach your child to put on some Lego pieces, you would only deliver the reinforcer after your child engages in however many pieces you're working on. Next is making sure that you have a variety of reinforcers. This is very, very important so that satiation doesn't occur. So you don't always want to be working on the same, preferred toy or preferred foods or activities. You want to have a variety of them. So identify, possible cheese crackers, chips, French fries, cars, trucks, and maybe even playing something like hide and seek. Be mindful of timing. If your child has free access to these items, chances are they're not going to be willing to work for them during your structured learning time. So restrict access to these items and only keep them available during your teaching environment. 3 is arrange the environment for learning opportunities. So an example would be teaching your child language. You want to have the item visible to your child but out of reach. An example could be using a bag of chips, if that's a preferred item, and setting it on the counter and then having your child request for it before gaining access to it instead of just giving the bag of chips to your child. So it could be using picture icons, it could be using a communication device, or even verbally. Okay. The next one is play skills. So if you're teaching play skills, you want to be at your child's eye level and you want to bring out one item at a time. So one toy at a time. This could be something like having Legos available and then modeling what your child should do with the Legos. So if you're going to be having your child stack the Legos, it's bringing them out, showing, modeling, stacking the Legos, then maybe giving him or her some pieces to put on. Then what I would do is remove the blocks. So you can even work on cleaning. So having your child help you clean the items. I know that's a big one. And then taking out the next item, which might be something like Mr. Potato Head, and then modeling what your child should be doing with Mr. Potato Head, putting the eyes on, the mouth, the hat, so on and so forth. If you're going to be working on mealtime, you want to have a designated area, which could be something like a high chair or just a seat that your child always sits on, and have what items your child will be eating. So chicken nuggets or pizza, and even incorporating some less preferred foods for some exposure to those items. If you're going to be working on transitions, you might have things like a visual board available, or a first then this card, or even a timer. This will let your child know what's coming next. So the fourth one is minimizing distractions. So turn off the TV, limit background noise, and choose a quiet area so that your child can focus and engage on whatever it is that you're teaching at the time. A lot of parents will let us work either in the child's bedroom, or sometimes we have the family room that we're working on, or just a regular room that they've just designated that this is where we're going to be conducting our learning environment. 5 is be prepared and organized. You want to make sure to have all necessary materials for teaching available before you start. This will include things like the toys you will be using, visual support, and reinforcers. Keep the time short and engaging. We will take baseline data before we start teaching to see where the child is with engagement. So some kids will start and their engagement time is 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute. So we're going to start off short and increase it as the child is able to stay engaged. So make sure that you keep it short at first. It might look like having your child put in 3 Legos and then working your way up to 5 Legos, 10 Legos, so on and so forth. Playing with Mr. Potato Head, putting on 1 piece, eventually putting on all of the pieces. So you want to make sure that it's engaging and that you're keeping it short. In conclusion, a well-structured environment helps your child focus, learn, and stay engaged in all teaching activities. By controlling reinforcers, minimizing distractions, and setting up opportunities for communication, you're creating an environment that feels natural and fun. Every child is different, so remember to observe your child and make small changes if needed. Remember that small changes lead to big progress. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the Parenting Branch on YouTube and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. For more tips, resources, and videos, please check out our website at behavioralgrowingtree.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and happy teaching.